In this video, we will discuss about exercise 4.2 question number 1. Now what about this question? Find the roots of the following quadratic equations by factorization. What is this? We want to roots of given quadratic equation. We are having 5 quadratic equations and we want roots of these quadratic equations using factorization. What method we will be use? We will use factorization method and we will find roots. First, I want to discuss roots of the quadratic equation. Observe zeros of a polynomial. We discussed in the chapter number 2 polynomials. What about the polynomial? Polynomial is algebraic expressions. And what is the zeros of the polynomials? Once we put polynomial equal to 0, then what we are getting? Once we put polynomial equal to 0, we are getting value of variable, and that value is what? Zeros of. If quadratic equation, how many zeros we will get? 2. Why? Because its degree is 2, so we will get 2 zeros. Linear equation, how many zeros we will be get? 1. Why? Because linear equation having degree 1. So if we put polynomial equal to 0, then we are getting zeros of a polynomial. So what is the meaning of polynomial equal to 0? That is called equation. So zeros of a polynomial equal to roots of the respective equation. Once we put polynomial, observe we are having one polynomial p of x. We are having one polynomial p of x. Once this polynomial equal to 0, that is called equation. And polynomial equal to 0, what we are getting? Zeros of the polynomial. So same way, what we can say? Now this is the equation. If p of x polynomial is in this form, ax square plus bx plus c, this is the quadratic polynomial, and this polynomial equal to 0, then that is called what? Quadratic equations, like this. Clear? Once we put equal to 0 and solve for the x, we are getting these values like this one, and they are what? Zeros. And zeros of polynomial are equal to roots of quadratic equation. Both are same. Zeros of the polynomial will be equal to what? Roots of. Zeros of the polynomial will be equal to roots of the equation. That roots of that equation, respective equation. Clear? So normally in all questions, first we factorize. In the 9th standard, we studied factorize. In the 8th standard, we also studied what? Algebraic expression. In the algebraic expressions, we factorize quadratic polynomials. So same process we will be do there. What process? In the factorization, I am taking question number first, x square minus 3x minus 10 equal to 0. This one, x square minus 3x minus 10 equal to 0. This is the polynomial, and what sort of the polynomial? This is the quadratic polynomial. Why? Because its degree is 2. Maximum power of variable is 2, so its degree is 2. It is a quadratic polynomial, and this polynomial equal to 0, so this one will be what? Quadratic equation. Now we want what? Roots of following quadratic equations. We want its root. How we will find? We will factorize. normal as we factorize in a polynomial. We will do there. How? Middle this term, x term will be splitted into two parts. हमें इस बीच वाले जो टर्म है, x वाला जो टर्म है, वेरिएबल x जो टर्म है, इसके हमें टू पार्ट्स में स्प्लिट करना है. एंड सम ऑफ बोथ पार्ट, उन दोनों का सम, उन दोनों पार्ट्स का सम विल बी इक्वल टू दिस वन विद साइन. साइन ऑल्सो यूजफुल. Sum of both will be this one, and product of both parts with sign will be the product of first and last term product with a sign. Observe, we want to split minus 3x. What we want? We want to split minus 3x. In x term is what? Minus 3x. This term. We want to split this one. एंड बोथ पार्ट सम शुड बी -3x. जो टुकड़े जो पार्ट सम करेंगे उनका सम -3x होना चाहिए. एंड वी विल यूज दोज पार्ट्स. व्हाट? दोज पार्ट्स प्रोडक्ट ऑफ बोथ शुड बी इक्वल टू फर्स्ट एंड लास्ट प्रोडक्ट. नाउ parallelly do the product of the first and last term. First term is x square, this term x square term and constant term into -10. Sign is, if negative then write with the sign, positive then we can neglect, but if negative numbers are there then write, negative terms are there, write with the sign. If there is a plus 10 then we can write directly 10, but minus is there so we use -10. Now we are product of this x square and this one, this x square term and -10 constant term we are product. This is the plus and this is the minus. Plus into minus, minus 10 into x square will be 10x square. This is the product. Clear? Now whatever we are having part, sum should be equal to -3x and product of both should be equal to -10x square. Take this way. So how we can split this one? -3x can be written as -5x plus 2x. Once we add both -3x plus 2x, what is remaining? -3x. Product both, once we adding, what we are getting? -3x. -3x. And once we product both, -5x product with 2x, what we are getting? Minus plus minus, 5 2s are 10, x into x, x square, and this one is similar to this one. It means these two parts, -5x and plus 2x, are the correct part of this number. Are you getting? This is not this is a standard problem. We want the factorization. In the 8th standard we study factorization of a quadratic polynomial. In the algebraic expression we studied this one. So it is not this standard. I am just revising. Someone who don't know, observe carefully please. X square minus 3x minus 10. Now how we will factorize? We will split this one -3x into two part, and two part we will take as product of both should be product of first and last term, and sum of both should be this one. Clear? -3x we are splitting in the two parts, -5x plus 2x. Once we add we are getting this one, and once we product both we are getting -10x square. Getting? Yes. Then what we will do? We will take common in the first two and last two. Common means common one. That number, that variable, once we divide, then that one is divisible. That is the common part. So in both we are having x. This is the x square, this is the 5x. 5 is there but 5 is not there, so we cannot take 5. x we are having in both, so I am taking what, x outside. What is the remaining? Once we take common, then what we will be do, we will divide this one by this one. X square divided by this common part, how many times it is going? X time. X square upon x, what is the remaining? X. X is the remaining. What is the remaining? X is the remaining one. So we are getting this one. Now once we divide this from this one, minus 5x divided of x, what is, x is going to be cancelled, only minus 5 is remaining. Clear? Now this is the common. What is the common in both? X is the common. Once we apply distributive law, we will multiply this to this and this to this one. We will multiply x into x, x square, x into minus 5 plus into minus, minus 5x. Again we are getting same result. So this is the process of taking common. Now last two term, what is the common? X is there, x is not there, we cannot take x. 2 is there, 10 is there, and both are in the table of 2. So what we can take outside? 2 outside. Then this number divided by 2, x time it is going. This number divided by 2, how many times it is going? Minus 5 times. Clear? Now this term and this term, in this term x is multiplied by this one, or in this term 2 is multiplied by this one, and both are separated by plus sign. So we are having two terms. This one is the one term and this one is the another term. In both terms, what is the common? Bracket is common. Take bracket outside, x minus 5 we are taking outside. What is the remaining? Once we take bracket outside, x is remaining plus 2 is remaining. Clear? So in this way we are getting two factors, x minus 5 and x plus 2 are two factors of this quadratic equation. So in this way we factorize given quadratic equation, and these are what? Two factors of this quadratic equation. We will get 2. Why? Because quadratic equation having quadratic polynomial, and quadratic polynomial degree is what? 2. So factors will be 2. Clear? Now we want to find its root. Our task is to find roots of the following quadratic equation. So how we will find the roots? For finding roots of respective equation will be the zeros of the polynomial. So in which we are having two factors. Once we put both equal to 0, then we are getting the variable value. So we will put x minus 5 equal to 0, x equal to 5, x plus 2 equal to 0, x equal to minus 2. So once we put these factor equal to 0, what we are getting? Zeros of the polynomial. Both are the polynomial, no doubt. Both are the factors, but both are linear polynomial. So we are putting this polynomial equal to 0, we are getting x equal to 5, and putting this equal to 0, x equal to minus 2. So we are having two zeros, x equal to 5, x equal to minus 2 are zeros. So what we can say? Zeros will be what? Roots. Same process, zeros of the polynomial will be equal to roots of the respective equation. So two zeros we are getting, both will be what? Roots of this quadratic equation. So result will be what? Roots are, this quadratic equation will be what? 5 and minus 2. Clear? Once we put these values in this equation, then we are getting 0 equal to 0. Once we put 0 there, 5 square is 25. Observe what we are putting? 5 there. 5 square is 25 minus 3 times of 5 minus 10 equal to 0. Solve this one. 25 minus 15 minus 10 equal to 0. So add 25 minus 25 should be equal to 0. So we are getting 0 equal to 0. So it means that is the correct one. Similarly, once we put minus 2, again we are getting left hand side equal to right hand side. Clear? 0 equal to 0. So we can say both are the roots of given polynomial. Now observe next question. How we will solve the next question? Observe carefully. I am going to solve question number Question number 2. Question number 2 I am going to take there. What is the question? Question is 2x square plus x minus 6 equal to 0. Observe carefully. Same process we will be do. This is the quadratic polynomial and equal to that one is equal to 0. So we can say this is a quadratic equation. No doubt its degree is 2. So it is a quadratic equation. Now we want to factorize this one. So we will split this middle term. So how we will split this one? 2x square. We want x plus x. Sum of the two parts should be plus x and multiplication of both parts will be multiplication of first and last one. So first observe multiplication. 2x square into minus 6 is what? Plus into minus 6 2 is 12x square. We will take those part. Multiplication of both parts should be minus 12x square and sum should be this one. So we will take plus 4x minus 3x. Once we subtract plus 4x minus x, what we are getting? X. We multiply both. 4 into 3 12, x into x square plus into minus 12x square we are getting. It means its two parts will be plus 4x minus 3x. Sum is this one and product will be product of first and last one. We will write minus 6 as it is equal to 0. Second step we will common in both. What is the common? 2x is the common. 2 is the common. X is also common. Divide this by this one. How many times it is going? X time it is going. Plus how many times it is going? 2 times it is going. Minus in both we are having minus, so we will take minus sign is there, take minus outside. 3 is common. What is the remaining? X. There is the minus, we are taken minus outside, so in the bracket sign will be changed plus 2. Clear? And both brackets should be equal. Clear? Now what will be the common? This term and this term. In both we are having x plus 2 as a common. What is the remaining? 2x is remaining in this term and minus 3 is remaining in this term, equal to 0. So both are the factors of this quadratic equation. Now we want roots. So what should we do? We will do what? We will put this equal to 0, x plus 2 equal to 0 and 2x minus 3 should be equal to 0. Solve this simple equation, linear equation. X equal to minus 2. 2x implies 2x equal to what? Implies 2x equal to transpose to the right side. This will be negative, so positive, and x equal to what? 3 by 2. So roots are what? Minus 2 comma 3 by 2. Minus 2 and 3 by 2 are two roots of this quadratic equation. This is the solution of this one. Now similar, we are having question number 5. Observe this question first. Question number 5. Now I am taking question number 5 of your exercise 4.2. What exercise we are discussing? This is the question number 1 of exercise 4.2, quadratic equation. Observe. Question number 5th one. What is the question? 100x square minus 20x plus 1 equal to 0. Same process we will be following, which we will split this into the two parts and multiplication of both parts should be equal to first and last one. First and last one multiplication is what? 100x square into 1. What? 100x square we want. So minus 20x should be sum. Minus 10x plus 1 equal to 0. Minus 10x is what? Minus 20x. Are you getting? Once we add minus 10x will be what? Minus 20x. And product of both. minus 10x into minus 10x. Product should be first one and last one product. Minus into minus plus. 10 into 10 100, x into x, x square. So we are getting the same we are getting. So both parts are correct. Take common. This is the 100x square. What? 100x square minus, observe carefully, this is the 100x square minus 10x plus 1 equal to 0. Now take common. What is the common? 10x is common. What is the remaining? 10x minus 1 plus 1 is minus is there, so we use minus. Minus 1 is common, then 10x and sign will be changed, minus 1 equal to 0. Observe carefully what I am doing. First split this one into the two parts. Sum of both parts should be equal to this one, and product of both will be what? First and last one product. Minus 10x minus 10x minus 20x. Minus 10x into minus 10x minus minus plus 10 into 10 100 x into x, x square, and first and last product will be what? 100x square. It means our parts are correct. Then we will common both, in which 10x is common, take outside. Then what is the remaining? 10x minus 1. This divided by this one, we are getting 10x. This divided by this one, we are getting minus 1. Clear? Similarly, minus is there. Minus 1 we are taking because no one is the common. Minus 1 we are taking outside. Then what is the remaining? 10x. What is the remaining? Minus 1. Why? Because we are taking outside. Minus is the common, so plus will be changed, minus. Clear? Now take in which this bracket and in which this bracket. In both we are having 10x minus 1 as a common. What is the remaining? 10x minus 1. Clear? 10x minus 1 is the common, and remaining part we are writing, but both we are having same one. Not a problem. So both are the what? Both are the factors of this one. Both are the factors of this one. Now we want what? Roots. For root we will put each factor equal to 0. So 10x minus 1 equal to 0. 10x minus 1 equal to 0. We can write 10x equal to 1, x equal to 1 by 10, in which 10x equal to 1 implies x equal to 1 by 10. So roots are what? 1 by 10 comma 1 by 10. Once we put 1 by 10 in this equation, we are getting 0 equal to 0. It means our roots are correct. Clear? In question number 1, question number 2 and question number 3, all are having the same process. First factorize, then write each factor equal to 0, solve for the variable, and that one will be the roots of that equation. Clear? So these all are the quadratic equations, so all will be having what? 2 roots. Now question number 3.1. What about this question? Root 2. Observe this question carefully. In the question number 2, we are having root 2x square plus 7x plus 5 root 2 equal to 0. By observing, it is looking hard, but it is not hard. Observe. It is observing, we are observing, then we are feeling that it is the hard one. No one. Same process we will be do. Split this one. Its parts are 5x plus 2x. 5x plus 2x is what? 7x. But product should be equal to first and last one. First last product. Root 2x square into 5 root 2. What will be the product? Root 2 into root 2, 2. 2 times root 2. So this will be 5 into root 2 into root 2 into x square. We can write like this. And this will be what? 5 into, both will be 2. X square. 10x square. Now sum will be equal to 5x plus 2x, 7x. And product of both 5x into 2x, 10x square. 5x into 2x is what? 10x square. Should be equal to first and last product. First and last product is what? 10x square. It means 7x can be splitted into 5x plus 2x. Clear? Now same process, take common in first 2 and common in last 2. What is the common? X is common. What is the remaining? Root 2x. What is the remaining? 5. Now in both, what is the common? By looking, we are saying what? No one is the common. But this root 2 can be written as root 2 into root 2. Yes or no? Observe carefully. This 2 can be written as root 2 into root 2. Are you getting what I am saying? We want to common one. So by observing we are having one common, but someone is common there because we want this bracket. In this bracket root 2x is the first term. So we want this one. So how we will do? We will write this 2 equal to root 2 into root 2. Then what we are having? Observe. Observe carefully. Root 2 x square plus 5x plus 2x can be written as root 2 into root 2x, root 2 into root 2x plus 5 plus 5 root 2 equal to 0. No difference in both, equal to 0. Root 2x square plus 5x, in which x is common, we are getting this one. We want same bracket there. So this 2 can be write like this, root 2 into root 2. What? Root 2 into root 2. Once we multiply this one, what we are getting? 2. Root 2 into root 2 is what? 2. Now in both, root x is common and remaining is this one. Now in last two, what is the common? Root 2 is common. Root 2 is common. Then what is the remaining? Root 2x plus 5. Clear? So you can split in this way. Then there will be the no problem. Clear? Are you getting? Okay. Now this term and this term both are having bracket common. Take outside. What is the remaining? X plus root 2. Now we want what? Roots. Put equal to 0, put equal to 0. Solve. X equal to minus 5 by root 2, x equal to minus root 2. And both will be what? Roots of given quadratic equation. Clear? Now last question we are having. Observe carefully. I am going to solve there. What is the last question? Question number fourth one. Question number fourth one. How we will do this one? Observe carefully. Question number fourth is what? One quadratic equation is given. 2x square minus x plus 1 by 8 equal to 0. This is the one quadratic equation. X2 is the coefficient of x square. X is having minus 1 coefficient. Clear? And 1 by 8 is the constant term. So first we should convert this equation into general form. And what is the general form? General form is what? Ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 form. We want this form. We want to convert this one into the general form. What? We want to convert this equation into general form. Ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. So how we will convert? We will take LCM. What will be the LCM? It is having denominator 1, it is having denominator 1. Take LCM 1, 1, 8, LCM will be 8. Now 8 divided by 8 times it is going. 8 multiply by, result will be multiply this one, 16x square. Minus 8 divided 1, 8 times it is going. Answer will be multiplied by numerator 8x. Plus 8 divided of 8, 1. 1 will be multiplied by numerator, 1 equal to 0. Now do cross multiplication. How? How we will do the cross multiplication? This one multiply by this one multiply by this one. What we are getting? 16x square minus 8x plus 1 equal to 0. Yes or no? This is the general form. We are getting yes or no? Clear? This is the general form. Now same process we will be follow. Split this term into the two parts. Sum will be this one and product of both should be first one and last one product. 16x square minus 8x can be written as what? 4, what will be there? 4x minus 4x minus 4x minus 4x minus 8x and product plus 4 into 4 16 x into x x square plus 16x square, first and last product. Clear? Now take common. In both we are having 4x as a common. What is the remaining? 4 4 ja 16. 4x is the remaining. There is 1 remaining. Minus 1 taking outside. What is the remaining? 4x minus 1 equal to 0. Now in this term and this term we are having bracket as a common. Take outside. What is the remaining? 4x is remaining. What is the remaining? Minus 1 is remaining. Now factors will be what? Both are the factors. Now we want roots. So we will write 4x minus equal to 0 and 4x minus 1 equal to 0. Solve this one for the x. 4x equal to 1. X equal to what? 1 by 4. In which same we are having 4x equal to 1. So x equal to 1 by 4. So roots are 1 by 4 comma 1 by 4. Once we put these roots in the given equation, we are getting 0 equal to 0. Clear? So this is the process of finding roots of a quadratic equations. Observe again. This is the question number 1 of exercise 4.2 quadratic equations, and in all questions we want roots of the quadratic equation. So first we will factorize the quadratic equation, then we are getting the roots and put each root equal to 0. Put each factors, we are getting factors and put each factors equal to 0, then we are getting roots. So that's all about this class. Thank you so much.